Okay, Coach, it's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold-out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Today, we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Jets. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Big stop, let's go.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson. 67 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Time to end it. Back to you. I'm going back to you. Slam, slam, slam. Under 10, under 10. Oh, that ball. 81.
Play action. It's Jackson. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Jackson. He'll get this into the hands of Deion Kane. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Gotta do better.
To throw again. Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Cut. Rush in. 36. Right check, 34.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
You got nothing.
Darnold from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. Third and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. Here's Sam Cook now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this all the way inside the Jets' 20 into the red zone. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 61 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Jackson to throw again. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here this first quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing on 2nd down, Darnold. That one complete to Anderson. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Now a first down carry by Bell. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create.
And now the young man has it. It's a fake, and the gamble pays off. They get the first. They only get 4, but the fake punt works and gets him a first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Darnold. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, you got 3, you got 3. 3 down, 3 down.
Now it's Darnold. Caught here by Bell. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So they went a little cautious there on 3rd and long.
Man, nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a first down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Buying time to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Bud Dupree able to run him down for a loss of a yard. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's put that team. Red 80. Switch.
Darnold. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Bud Dupree able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. There goes a deep ball in. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll rifle this one deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now 1st and 10 at their own 13. Darnold now to throw. Incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On 2nd down, it's Bell, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Red 80. Check 55, Mike. I'm trying to collect. Red 80.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And it's caught by Herndon. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards on the play.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
They'll run on 1st down. Bell, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Darnold completes to Bell. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Tackles. Hey, Mike's 50.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
We're going to start. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Darnold on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Again, Darnold. A screen to Bell. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson from the shotgun. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Quinnen Williams. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. To try again after the sack. Jackson. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But now it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And an alley to run. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Darnold. He's got this to his running back, Ty Montgomery. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's got room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10.
Push him back. Watch twist.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. T.J. Watt. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
Check curls, check curls, check it.
3rd and 2, Darnold. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now it's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. What we got? What we got? What we got?
Again, it's Bell. Bell a 1st down and then some. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
We're going to sign.
50, Mike, 50. I'm coming.
On 1st down, it's Bell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
We're going to sign.
50, Mike's 50. Watch the run, watch the run. Watch the run.
On on 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. T.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
132 fighter.
Double up. He's coming, double up. Me, I got him. I got motion man. Me, I got this. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Bell. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. And his kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
To throw is Jackson, and he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Check, crunch.
Jackson. It got his man, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play. So it might as well have not even had the penalty.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Check three. SOS. Hey, check my 33.
Jackson. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Check 24.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Complete to Washington. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Jets' 14-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Mike, check 33. I got you, son.
On 3rd down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Boswell's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Check.
They'll run on first down. It's Bell. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check 99. Check 99.
They'll go again with Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bud Dupree getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Escaping the pressure right. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Jackson, and he fires one, but incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Jackson on first down. Able to find Shaheen here. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Matthias Farley. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And they will take a knee here. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That one into the hands of Kane. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deon Kane, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now the Jets are going to get this one, and that might be all she wrote. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the